What is up, Squared Nation? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos, and today we're coming at you from the Mobile Command Center to talk a little bit of tech. Before we get into today's card, I want to just kind of let you guys know that starting Friday, we're going to be making our first entry into Gohan month. Just kind of celebrating Gohan as my favorite character in the month of April, leading into the Set 13 release where we're getting not only one, but two really awesome Gohan leaders in Supreme Rivalry. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure you guys tune in on Friday. We're going to be showing the first deck profile with our first selected Gohan leader that I'm going to be taking to locals this weekend. Also, I really do apologize for not posting a video yesterday. I wasn't able to attend locals over the weekend, so I didn't get any Krillin, Stormfist Krillin gameplay. I do apologize for those of you who were looking forward to that. But stuff kind of came up last minute, and obviously I'm a dad and a husband first, so that's, where my responsibilities lie. But everything seems to be okay and cleared up for this upcoming weekend, so we'll be able to get some nice new Gohan gameplay on for you guys. And we're going to be trying something out at locals this weekend. I am going to be live streaming the local tournament on Saturday starting at 7 p.m. of course on YouTube. So if you guys want to tune in, just be sure to hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything and be able to tune into our live local so you can see just kind of how everybody plays the game over at Gamer's Edge. But with that being said, let's get right into today's tech talk. And with the recent release of Battle Evolution Booster, we got a very good extra card for the black color. Spoiler alert, playtime is over. So this card is a bit of a head scratcher, but not really. It's a 1-drop negate. Plain simple. One energy, negate the attack. If your leader is black, you can choose one of your battle cards or energy cost of 1 from your drop area and play it with its skills negated for the turn. Gee, I wonder why that might sound bad. Well, on-play autos obviously aren't going to get their effect. If you're playing a 1-drop blocker, it's not going to have any of its effect. But defensively, those are really the only two things you have to worry about. You're playing a negate defensively to stop your opponent's attack. So if you grab your 1-drop out of the drop area, granted, you're not going to get any search ability, any draw, any on-play auto, and you're not going to get any blocker skill. But that very next turn, when your opponent passes and you draw for turn, your cards are live and they're active. So if they have activate mains, or if they have, swing, take a life, double strike type stuff, you're going to be able to activate that without any issues. But what makes this card, I don't want to use the word broken because I feel like broken is used very loosely. What makes this card really good is the Dark Broly 1-drops. And what I mean by that is, do not forget that Toa and Broly Savage Rush have the permanent that states their effects or their skills cannot be negated in any area. So if you're reading the writing on the wall, yes, you'll be able to negate the attack unless there's a ruling that comes out that states you won't be able to do it, unless there's a ruling that comes out that the counter overrides or trumps the permanent for the 1-drop, which I doubt. You'll be able to play it exactly how you think it's going to be played in Dark Broly. Negate the attack, get your Savage Rush out of the drop. Negate the attack, get the Toa out of the drop area. That's going to search you for your red 0-cost Black Star Dragon Ball. I mean, it's as simple as that. Dark Broly has been a huge contender in the meta since its release in Set 12. It's probably, it's hard to say if it's the best deck or not, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely a Tier 1 deck, especially with a very skilled pilot. The yellow 7-drop Dark Broly into the Heartfelt Plea combo is disgusting. Broly just draws a ton of cards, plays its threats with little to no energy. It's just a very plus-heavy deck. It's a very value-friendly deck. And black doesn't really have, those defensive stalwarts that we're used to getting from other colors like blue or yellow. And now even red and green. Like, there's a lot of good counterplays. There's a lot of good counterattacks in all the colors except for black, really. I mean, moving into set 13 even, there's obviously a new Supreme Kai of Time card that's coming out that's completely snapped and half broken, but Playtime is Over is a really good one-drop secondary negate. I still think Power Burst is going to be a valuable card in black strategies simply because of its sparking ability to be able to take a life if you have 5 and drop to activate the skill without paying energy, so you can safely tap out and still have defense open. But I definitely see a world where you can now do Playtime is Over and just kind of get value off of it because they virtually do the same thing. Power Burst negates the attack and is going to grab you a 1-drop from your drop area or your warp. And then Playtime's Over is going to grab you that 1-drop from your drop area. So it virtually, you're going even in card economy because you're playing a negate to get a card. It just depends on, what stage of the game you're in. Aside from Dark Broly, skillless Kid Goku has always been a very good black leader. It's probably in a rogue or anti-meta strategy right now, but that card could be very beneficial also because if you can get your Adventure Begins from the drop area to have him already there for your next turn, you won't have to commit that energy on your turn to go ahead and play that Adventure Begins. He's already going to be sitting there. So if you lose him turn 1 and you go into an Adventure Begins defensively on turn 2, you can already go ahead and activate his tap 2 to bring out a 30k. So there's a lot of different applications for black leaders. Vegex is another one that comes to mind. Even though Vegex isn't really playing a lot of 1-drops, you're still going to be able to go ahead and Playtime is Over to get your Supreme Kai of Time because her auto activates in the combo area. It does not activate as a battle card. So you'll be able to go ahead, negate the attack, grab the 1-drop out of the drop area. It's a skillless battle card while it's in the battle area, but once you go ahead and combo, the auto is going to activate for a plus 5k combo, making it a 10k when you have 5 or less cards in your hand. So there's a lot of different applications for this card as long as you have a black leader. I'm glad that it doesn't restrict you to Black Saiyan leader, so you can use it with the new heroine archetype that we have coming out. You can use it with the Mecha Kibura leader that we have. You can use it with the Toa leader, and don't forget, the Cataplasia and the police cop archetype is sitting in a black color, and it's going to allow you to go ahead and grab your pieces for that chain as well. So I think this is probably one of the best cards that's not an SR or a reprint that was printed in Battle Evolution Booster. I just think it gives a lot of depth and variety to the black color. Obviously, Protector of the People has always been a really good negate for black, being it's like pseudo floodgate, but it's kind of losing a little bit of steam because a lot of decks are going so tall, and Power Burst has always been kind of like a 1-for-1. So being able to go ahead and have a counter that's going to be productive for the advancement of your strategy is also going to be very good, especially if you don't get into your Dragon Ball chain early with Dark Broly. If you have a struggle going into the chain, or if you have an issue with your first chain getting exploited and getting popped or blown up, you can go ahead and go into a backup play by negating the attack and bringing out that Toa again. So until we hear something down the road, if there's going to be any type of addressing overriding permanence, I doubt it. But again, it's still something to think about for all of you Dark Broly players. I think this is an auto include of at least 3 in any Dark Broly strategy, simply because it's going to get you value when you get to play that Toa off of the negate. Aside from that, it's not really future-proofed. So any future archetypes that come out that are going to lend themselves to black strategies are going to have, that's going to be considered a black staple, in my opinion, especially moving down the road as more and more cards come out. I think it's a very versatile negate. I think it's very good for the color, and I'm going to be interested to see how everybody decides to play it. I've already tinkered with some ideas in my head on how to use it. Obviously, I feel like it's going to be most beneficial with Dark Broly because of the 1-drops, but I could definitely see it, being valuable in a lot of other black strategies. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about Playtime is Over, and how are you liking Battle Evolution Booster so far as a set itself. I know there was a lot of issues with allocation. I know a lot of people didn't get the product that they were expecting. I do feel sorry for those. I mean, even myself, I was only able to get 2 boxes. Shout out to Gamer's Edge for the hookup. But it is what it is. There's a really crazy fever sweeping the nation right now in the collectible card games, and Dragon Ball just happens to be one of those things that are very sought after. So just keep your head up, hit up your communities, hit up your groups, hit up your friends to see if they have extra cards they can spare for you guys, and let's just keep positive and just keep playing the game that we all love. because that's the only way the community is going to survive, as long, if we have members, pushing the game forward and still enjoying it and not really worrying about too much what's going on with the collector's market. But like I said, let me know in the comments down below what's going on with Battle Evolution Booster for you guys. How do you like Playtime is Over? Do you feel like it's going to impact a lot of black decks moving forward? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything No Counters, No Combos. We really do appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Be there or be squared.